Hello there. Tonight's brush is going to be my Matthew North Martin's Brushguy brush. Fantastic brush. Absolutely lovely. 22 millimeter Virginia sheen knot, silver tip knot. Just fantastic brush. And the soap tonight is Razorock's King of the Castle Essential Oil of Lavender Mont Bianco. Artisan Shaving Soap. That's a long name, but Lavender Mont Bianco is what I call it. It's Razorock. Good stuff. Don't know if it's still available or not. This is old. I'm going through some of my older soaps, and what I'm doing is for the next few weeks or month, I'm going to go through my older stuff and pick out soaps that I consider to be value. And it doesn't mean that they're always cheap, but soaps that I consider to be a good value for the buck. And this is one of those soaps, Razorock period, but this is a good lightly scented lavender. Now you have to understand I'm picky about lavender, and this does not quite have the that I'm looking for lavender wise, but the lavender is there, and it's a lovely soap of its own. It's just not strong enough for my taste, but it's a good soap. I've used, you can tell I've used it about half up. So let's go ahead and move down. And start off the shave. Razorock's always a good value. I think this was $7. It might have been $9. Not sure. But Razorock is like that. They offer a really, really powerful value in a really, really good quality soap. It lathers really well. It's nice and slick. You can get it in a million different scents. Probably not quite that many, but you know what I mean. Just a ton of different scents. And it just is a wonderful value. There are soaps out there that cost twice as much and aren't as good as Razorock, in my opinion. Now, I lightly loaded this brush because I'm learning that I don't have to build mounds of lather. I'm just doing 2 passes. So it's not like I need a boatload. Just need enough for 2 passes and a little bit of touch up. And I shook my brush a bit more than I usually do. So I started a little bit drier. And that's going to be about it right there. I'm not going to add any more than that. But now it smells wonderful. Once you start to lather this soap, off the puck, it's not really strong. And it's not super strong now. Once you begin to lather it, it blooms out. See, I don't bloom a soft soap. I use a hot lather, and I use a hot brush, hot water, and with a soft soap, that'll bloom the scent of that soap out just fine without letting water all over a soft soap, because it can get, let's just say, some people have said, why is my soap sticky? Well, That's why, a lot of times. Also, you use more if you bloom soft soap. It softens the soap even further, and that's not value to me. I want to get what I'm not going to scrimp on lather or soap, and I'm going to get as much soap as I want and need to get a really good shave. But there's no sense in throwing it away either. So you can look at it how you want. That's the way I see it. Let me dry my hands. And tonight, we're going to be using my gold dollar. One of my gold dollars. This is the one that I took acetone to and took the gold dollar emblem off of. This is another thing that, in my opinion, offers a lot of value to a new shaver, a new straight shaver, is a gold dollar razor honed by somebody who knows what they're doing. Hold up. It'll hold up as well as an awful lot of razors. I got a lot of vintage razors, and sorry, you guys that don't think so. Maybe your beard is out of the mind or what have you. I'll buy that. But wonderful. But I don't have to touch this up any more often than I do any of my other razors. So it works really well. Gets a really nice edge. Now I had to do some work on it. A very light bit of work. I trimmed the heel and toe instead of bevel, and the head just like I do with any other razor. I did have to trim the heel and toe. Well, I probably didn't have to trim the toe, but I went ahead and did it because I just figured it'll make it easier to hone. And there's a lot of metal in that razor, so I went ahead and did that. But lovely. I've got a bit too much water in it. That's alright. Still nice and slick and does the job. But anyway, it took an edge. A fantastic edge, actually. And for somebody new to wet shaving, somebody that wants to get into straight shaving but they spend all their money on these or what have you, a good gold dollar served you well for a long time. Let you know whether or not you want to get into straight razors. You can get one home for like 25 bucks, 30 bucks. And they shave like it's called today. So, cold water rinse. No brainer. Beautiful. All right. For an aftershave, I'm going to use some vintage Old Spice. This is an Old Spice Life Buoy decanter. And I'm going to use this to follow after that lavender, because I think, oh man, that's good. Yeah. Because I think Old Spice does really well with any kind of floral scent, but particularly lilac, lavender, geranium, that kind of deal. All right, God bless you. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.